It's time for Stuttering Words, the only radio station in America. This is not your Repo Man's kind of radio show, oh yeah. This is down home, deep, fried, long tip, free balled, rip, torn, slam dance, dunce cap, halter horse, 9 to 5, gift pack, slit rack, raglan 575, 5 to 7, slam dancing on the shop sloppy windows, and I lost track of what I was saying. I completely lost track of what I was talking about. But hello, and welcome to another installment of Stuttering Words, the radio show that is coming at you now from the sounds of the stutteringwords.com FM and on your radio station here at WGXC 90.7.0. It's just 90.7, nothing after that. Lucas is here. I am here. I am Rick. Lucas, how are you doing?
Hi, Rick. I'm doing a lot better right now. I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, we rocked for the first 12 minutes with an old-timey song. That song was called Gift RC7, A Traveler's Club Pack Adventure. Lucas, so let's get into it. How's the family? Is there anyone in your family suffering from rabies now? Because I know that there's been a huge rabies outbreak in the greater Acre area that some people have been reporting. The FDA has put out a bulletin that the rabies are rampant in the part south near the old mill. So Lucas, if your family is now with the rabies now, Lucas, and you can give me an answer if you want, or you can lie and you could say that your family does not, you or your family does not have contracted rabies, if you don't want the shame of people knowing that your family has rabies. But this is just an FDA regulations announcement out there for everyone. Just a reminder out there for everyone who has rabies that it's just a rabies a lot going around right now. So just make sure to send your kids off to the hospital when they get the rabies shots and get a bunch of shots. Get your kids a plasma injection, because you don't want to wait around. You don't want to be one of those dads or moms that waits around until their children gets the rabies so that you can then cure the rabies. Because, folks, this isn't the 1980s anymore, and you can't just throw your kids in a mortuary. So whatever you do, go and drive them to the emergency room pronto. But, Lucas, you good? You got the rabies or no?
You know what? I'm going to lie and say we're good. Everybody's real good. Feeling good. I'm really happy about the spring. And I'm really happy about not having rabies finally.
Rabies! I like how you said that. Rabies! We got an amazing show for you, Lucas, today, or anyone who's listening, but whoever is listening could just be me and you. So we got a great show for us, the two of us. Today's program, let's see, what do we got? We got, first and foremost, we are going to be dumping a ton of water, that's H2O, all over the equipment in the studio. Talking jugs and jugs of water all over the mixing board and all over the stereo and the microphones.
Our plan.
Yeah, just kind of like hose it all down and just kind of we're kind of curious to see what else is going to go on when we're floating in a bunch of scenery.
We're doing it for John Cage's birthday, and
Love you, John.
I promised. I promised the wind. I don't know if you remember last episode.
I know that guy.
Yeah.
Big Tuffy.
I promised the wind that we would just utterly destroy the radio station.
He's a toughie. He's got quite a laser turret.
He doesn't understand metaphors. So I was, I was speaking metaphorically. I was speaking metaphorically. It was a metaphor. It's just a metaphor, guys. It's a metaphor.
And we have a bunch of special guests today. I love when we have special guests. We have Evan from Notice Recordings. He is a real person, and he will be here. We'll be talking to him in about 20 minutes. And also in the studio, we have a live, important guest coming up soon, so don't you dare say nothing to me. You know him as Wesley Beauregard. That's right, we're talking about Wesley Beauregard. Maybe when he comes here we can call him Wessel. See how he reacts to that if we call him Wessel. But yes, Wesley Beauregard. Wow, that is, let me get a whoa for that, because that's a very special guest. He will be singing us a song. So if you don't know Wesley Beauregard, he's the one who won the NBC show on Sunday nights, Fantastic Singer. He won the Fantastic Singer contest. So he will be singing us a song tonight, a show tune. So just wait a little minute here, and you'll be here later today, and he'll be here later today, and you can hear him in just a moment, and he will be singing a song. And we'll also be holding a very special contest today. Whew, this is a huge show. I can't wait, because we also have a very special contest going on today where you give us a name of a treat. Could be a traditional treat, experimental treat. Either way, a treat that you have ingested while backpacking in the Himalayas. Any Himalayas will do. Just give us a call. Drop us a picture, send it to us by fax, by the email, call the cops.
We'll be fair.
Send it by airplane or anything that blows in the wind.
I wouldn't worry about it too much. Just shoot it on over. Just shoot it on over to us.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take it to whatever you want. If you want to tell me, even if you want to whisper it in my ear, if you want to whisper that sweet treat, traditional or experimental, in my ear, I swear to God, I will take it. I will take that secret to my grave. I will take it to my grave, even if it's not a secret. Even if it's like you told me and it was like a true and false kind of thing, and it was like something like it's a secret, but the kind of secret that you can get published in the New Yorker. The New Yorker. Ow! Ow! Oh, man. Oh. I'm tearing up because throughout the program today, I'm tearing up as I say this because we will also be collecting donations. Call in, pledge a dollar amount for the amount for Bog People. We are setting up a foundation tonight for Bog People. We want to help the Bog People get on their feet.
Just give them a chance.
Give them a chance. No one's given them a chance in thousands of years, and we're going to give the money away to the organization called Bog Friends. And I'm saying bog, not bug. I'm saying bog people, not bug people. Bug people, they can bite it, but I'm talking about bog people, the people with the bad bog buddies, the non-able-bodied bodies, the bog buddies.
They bother you.
that bothers me.
The
less boggy ones that we want to help them in any way we can to give them a less boggy, sort of buggy ride, soggy jogging pants, or a whole lifetime supply of turtle wax. If you call in and give $1,000, give $1, or a puppy ride, pledge a puppy ride or a mustache wax to a Jamba Juice, any Jamba Juice of your choice along the highway. Oh, my microphone fell off. Hold on. Are you still there? Is this still the radio?
I'm still here.
Okay. So, what else do we got? Boy, we're half an hour into the show, and I'm still just naming off what's happening in the show today. Because later on in the show, of course, we'll be taking calls, as we always do, about a special community topic. And the topic of the day today, Lucas, is what's today's topic of the day?
It appears to be electronics.
Electronics. Are they here to stay? So I know you're going to have a lot of opinions about that one. Electronics, are they here to stay? So get all worked up and get your phones on the dial tone ready to go, because we'll be taking your questions at the 7-minute hour time. Send several minutes at a time at the 7-hour mark. That's 7 minutes past the 7-minute mark across that's EST, ELN, GMT, GNT, ELS, ENIND, ESL, MOP, MOP, NOMNO, AST, TST, EST, and any other time zone in the Eastern Conference. But first, we got that special guest. We got that special guest coming at you live. I was talking about that Wesley Beauregard. He's going to sing this sort of opera song.
Okay. I see.
Is he in the studio? Wesley, come on in. All right, he's here. So here we are. Let's get our first guest. He's the winner of NBC's Hit television program on Sunday nights on NBC. And I'm going to say that again a little smoother. The winner of NBC's number hit television program on Sunday nights on NBC. And I'm going to say that again without swallowing in between the comma. Winner of NBC's hit television program on Sunday nights on NBC, the fantastic singer. Yes, we're talking about Wesley Beauregard. He won that competition. So, Wessel, come on in. Wessel, is it okay if we call you Wessel? Okay.
Good one, Wes.
Fine. Oh, and we should say Wessel is going to be singing a little song. Let's get the title of the song. You'll be singing a little number called Basket Made of Demon Hair. All right, well, step on up on that potato box and start singing. Ladies and gentlemen, Wesley Beauregard.
Fasten your seatbelts for one. I love basketball. I love basketball. But I can't slam the dunk. No, I can't slam the dunk. I can't slam.
Wow! Excellent job. Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen. That was Wessel Beauregard. I thought that was pretty weird, pretty bad. That reminded me of my time when I had to go to the credit union to open up an account. Ooh, the back of my neck was all like, ew, traditional candy or experimental. Okay. See you, Wessel. That was terrible. Get up. All right. So, Lucas.
Yes.
Got to do something.
I
gotta
know.
do something.
I don't think we brought enough stuff.
Yeah, I got to do something. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this on the air. I didn't know if I wanted to put you on the spot. But
okay.
Yeah, but then I thought, okay, well, this is probably the best way to address it. Get it all out in the open,
live on the air.
Put it in a wheelbarrow and just roll that sucker down a hill, and that's what I'm going to do because I want to face it with you as a friend. So,
okay, I'm game. I guess
there have been some rumors. There have been some rumors going around about you on Tinder, and
what?
Oh, wait, hold up, no, hold up, no, wait, no, hold up, no, wait, wait, no, hold up, hold up, wait, no, hold up, no, wait, hold on, wait, no, wait, no, hold up, no, wait, no, let me finish, no, wait, no, let me finish, wait, no, no, wait, no, let me finish, no, wait, no, let me finish, wait, no, let me finish, just let me finish. So, yeah, some teenagers got fickle, and they decided to go on the Internet Archive, and they found something. So,
say it ain't so.
You remember, like, back a couple of years ago, there was, like, this trend on social media where people were, like, saying, I am Antifa. You know, it was like, you know, they were saying, I am Antifa. It's usually, like, skinny people, my old poetry professors.
Yeah.
And they were saying, I am Antifa. Well, as it turned out, as we know, none of them actually were Antifa.
Oh.
But what the gossip is about you is that they found this through the Internet Archive that you posted on Instagram a picture of yourself. You were fishing in Barcelona and you had a horse, and the caption was, I am Antifa. You put I am Antifa. So my question to you, as a friend, as a confidant, is two questions. One, are you Antifa? And two, if you are you the only one?
Okay.
They also said you ate a horse at a buffet. Your lovely wife gobbled it down a horse. But the important part is, are you Antifa? If you are you are? Do you do? Are you the only one? Go.
Okay. How can I answer this question without a commitment to honesty?
I mean, that's what we're here. Yeah.
I mean, the answer is yes.
Pulmonary. You are Antifa. Okay. Go ahead. No?
Yeah, I mean, I was given a survey once, and I wrote down that I was anti-fascist, and then I woke up in Barcelona one day, and we were at a flag making. It was like a flag making event.
People are not happy about this.
Well, it's your permanent record now. You know, it's definitely your permanent record. Anything that you do goes on your permanent record instantly. Like the nightmare of childhood was real all along. I was always so skeptical when I was a child, but, you know, you make a flag from scratch one day and you're just on a hillside after going to a hardware store in Barcelona, and you know, they sell really, really big paella pans at hardware stores in Barcelona.
Corkboards, yeah.
You know, like, and that just, the spirit just gets in you. You know, you
tour de force. Yeah, I understand.
I mean,
Tour
I wouldn't
de
care.
force.
I wouldn't care if it all went down in a big flaming mass, I suppose. But I also don't wish violence on anyone. So how do you square that triangle? Like, what's going on? I just like making my own flags. Okay, I just like making my own flags.
Okay, so we are now going to see what the public says about your fate. We got the envelope here.
Oh, did you bring the paper?
And let me open the envelope. And, Lucas, it says that your fate for being a little Antifa is you're going to heaven. Whoa! Excellent. Going to heaven. That's what I call a relief. I'm just glad you're going to heaven. Woo!
Oh, my gosh. Just ask St. Peter. Just ask St. Peter what we're doing here.
Stuttering Words Radio. Right now.
And we are back. This is Stuttering Words on WGXC, the Wave Farm, and you were just listening to a rock block listening sound music of Midgie Buffett. That's a very small Jimmy Buffett cover band playing tonight at Home Depot in Poughkeepsie. Go pick your feet and buy a ticket and buy a bucket and stay for the buffet. Speaking of buffet, I'm not a man who doesn't like a buffet, and I got my buffet on my mind, and God! Oh! Do I love Fricos, Lucas? I know I say it all the time, but I'm a huge fan of Fricos Chili Bar. I know we're not supposed to make plugs on the air. I know.
This one is fine. You can make this one is okay. You can make this plug. You can. Don't worry, Rick. Rick, you can make this. This one's okay. This is okay.
Love the Fricos. Can I have a little bit more of the Fricos with the chips and all the cheese and the sour cream and the beanie beans?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to you.
I do. I love the Fricos. I love the Fricos Chili Bar. I love the Fricos Chili Bar. Now you are listening to Stuttering Words, and you are right in the middle of a $2 million an hour doorbell jam.
I'll give you this.
We're gonna get just a whole bunch of doorbells for 2 hours long. Here's coming at you live. Doorbell sound rock $1 million. 2 hours to your soundtrack. Nothing but doorbell sounds.
I brought the doorbells.
Yeah, play a bunch of doorbells.
I got
Because
you.
we're right in the middle of a $2 million an hour doorbell rock block. Nothing but the sounds of doorbells.
I got you, buddy. I got you.
Doorbell and belling on the door up and down your doorbell alley. Because you're listening to nothing but the doorbell rock sounds of the sleep sound hip hop jizz jams of the radio. 2 million hours of doorbell. 2 million. I'm talking 2 million hours of nothing but doorbells.
This is me, right? I'm the one hitting all these doorbells. You guys don't have some secret doorbells over there that you're hitting without me, right?
I think it's all you.
It's all me.
Yeah,
I'm hitting the doorbells.
What are you talking to me? I don't have no doorbells. Are you talking? You're speaking in my direction. Why would I have doorbells? You were just listening to millions of doorbells on Slittering Wolves.
Slittering Words exclusive. Right now.
And we are back. It is 1 past 7:40, and that means it is time for Sports and Scores on the Hour, every hour, brought to you today by Little Ragu Batteries. Little batteries that you can put in your pocket, and you can put these batteries in your pocket too, and you can fit 2 of these batteries in your pocket, put one in your pant, like a little, it'll give you a little bit of breeze, a little bit of that old razzle-dazzle, if you will. And now on to the sports. Last night we had a little action between the Plymouth Lady Prank Rocks and Apple Pranksters. They sealed the deal with a 145V versus 7 bolt cutters and a scented candle and 5 acres. That's Aces tomorrow at 1 o'clock at a wig shop in the bad part of town. Don't go there. Anyway, they don't even sell wig wags, y'all. And it was also announced last night by the Celebration unit that Jeff Koons announced that they will have all major ballparks in the metro area will now be installing wet water slides in their municipal stadiums, and that, my friends, has to be welcome news to all my friends, because all my friends can slam dunk and hit home runs just like Otis Nixon, just like Otis Nixon, just like Otis Nixon, everywhere and everywhere, and maybe even the Maybelline jet sprayers who wow the French ticklers by 100. And that, ladies and gentlemen, in other words, is the fresh Sports and Scores on the Hour, every hour, brought to you by Frico's Chili Bar. Fresh chili, the way you want it, the way you have always wanted it, to be quite honest, but you didn't have the guts to admit that this is the way you prefer to have your chili in a perfect world. And that's what I love about a chili bar, and that's what I love about any chili bar, is the unconditional truth. Isn't that right? Truth chili. That's what I'm all about. If you can find me a chili bar like Frico's that promises nothing but
I can do that.
Genuine, like unadulterated truth,
I'm the one.
I'm down. I'm aware. What? What did you say?
I can do it.
You can do it?
I can do it for
No,
you.
what did you just say? No, but what did you just say? What did you just say? Did you say something about the wind? Oh, what's that sound, Lucas? Oh, that is the sound of that. That's a special bulletin sound. A special bulletin just came in. It's actually not a real special bulletin, Lucas, but it's just something I wanted to tell you. Can we knock off all this nonsense for a second? I wanted to tell you something.
Sure.
Well, I wanted to tell you a few things. Evan's here. We're going to get to our live real guest, Evan Lindorff-Ellery from Notice Recordings, in a minute. I also needed to let everyone know what the number is. I was told that I was told by many people that I need to say the phone number of how you can call into our live call-ins. So that phone number, write it down, 518-622-2598. That's calling into the studio in an appropriate time. But first, this special bulletin. So, you know that there was the eclipse, right?
I'm familiar. I saw it.
And you're totally aware about this whole thing with the rabies going out, the whole rabies thing in West Acre.
Yeah.
And so, I don't know about you, but I saw the eclipse. I think just like everyone, I have my own eclipse story. So, I went to see the eclipse at the back of the mall parking lot. There was like 100 people there.
In a crouch.
Which mall was that?
Unsummit-like. It's called Unsummit-like Mall. It's like because it's
like a non-summit mall.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't have a summit. It's very low. It doesn't have a top. There's no summit to it. It's ground level. It's not even there. Yeah, it's flat. It's flat surface.
Sounds really disappointing.
So I was there, and so they have these little porta potties, you know. So there's a little queue. There's like a little line, as they say in America, and some guy goes in ahead of me. I don't think anything of it, right? So this guy goes in, does his business, gets out, he leaves, right? I go in, I do my business, I leave. I come out, I can see the guy's walking away. I don't know the guy. I mean, he looked like kind of like a dullard, kind of unintelligent, sort of like doesn't know his alphabet and stuff, the ABCs. So,
I'm familiar.
I see him walk in, get into his truck. This is after the eclipse, you know. Gets into his truck, starts driving away. I don't think anything of it. I did notice, though, that in the back of his truck, you know where they have the mattress, he had like all this food, like in bags. Like it wasn't like human food, but like
there's a mattress.
Yeah, where the bed
mattress.
Yeah, the truck part where you keep the mattress. He had all this food.
Mattress.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like human food. It was kind of like those
like dog food.
Yeah, those chunky pellets or maybe lizards. Mm-hmm. And
lizard food.
I mean, I know you're sensitive to
food,
I know you're sensitive to this kind of stuff.
And I was like,
right?
You know, so I thought, you know. So that knocked me for a loop. But anyway, he goes, I never see this guy again. You know, I don't know, I didn't catch his name. He just looks fairly unintelligent. And so I went, I did my thing, stopped, got a Chick-fil-A, got some bone broth, and I went home to my neighbor, and I was like, I told my wife and my neighbor, you know, there's this guy, you know, and she's like, weird, and so I said, you know, like he was kind of like dumb as a rock, I think,
right,
and
yeah. Sounds disturbing.
He might have been. I mean,
that's the thing. I don't know.
Jumping to conclusions.
Yeah. I know exactly. I mean, because
listen,
maybe he
Rick,
said the same thing about me.
Listen, Rick, I have an ability where I can look at something and tell how heavy it is. Are you saying that you could look? I know that you could look at it. You could look at him, and you could figure out if he's a dullard or not. We could dullard. We could
That's
bottle
a very
this.
dullard thing to say.
I know.
Dullard?
We could bottle this expertise.
Like a mallard duck.
I know it was really
it's
hard
kind
for
of like
me.
a nincompoop.
It was really hard for me to get through that. I'm just one of 6 jerks in a Jeep here. Okay, so.
But I didn't know him. I mean, okay. So long story short, I didn't know this guy. He wasn't my friend.
Okay.
I have friends. I have a friend who makes biscotti for a prince, and he's very, very foreign in a very foreign, far away land, and he's. This is just to say I have friends, but not everybody does. I just want to get to the point. Not everybody has friends. Some people don't. And some people don't know their ABCs. So this is just, I wanted to just say this story as a way of saying, kids out there, learn your ABCs. You never know when you're going to need them. Learn your alphabet and go to sleep. Go to sleep right now.
Go to sleep right now.
Go to sleep, babies. Go to sleep, little kids. 7:48 when you're listening to Suttered Words, Suttering on WGXC 90.7.
It's your staples, children. Stuttering Words Radio. Right now.
Well, it is that time of the show where we are going to take your calls about our special topic of the day. Again, the special topic of the day is electronics. Are they here to stay? But first, we want to remind you to sign up for our weekly news blast where you can hear a lot about hip-hop and the Canterbury Tales and corkboards and proofreading and chili dogs and corn dogs, the Weber Snake Grill as Bible boars and hunting for small animals. In local news briefs today, there's an announcement here that the Nisuga, am I saying that right? Nisuga.
Your most distinct.
It's NYOCSIOOGAA Nisuga.
You're really butchering it.
They're like an outdoorsy
what
kind of
is it?
Sierra club. Yeah, like a Sierra. Yeah, they're like a Sierra club for ladies.
Man, you're not saying it right at all.
No, whatever. They're hosting an outdoor severely dangerous hike. Their annual severely dangerous hike for hikers of all ages, of all skill levels. It doesn't really matter.
Severely dangerous.
Severe. I mean, I'm talking. It's a lot of fun, but there are bears and cougars and traps.
Cliff drops.
What?
Cliff drops.
Yeah, just total like rock slides and people shooting at you. So that's going to be $27 for a
great.
New York license. This is a mare shade. It includes water
fishing
celery,
license?
sodas, and CPR, and plus guides, and some creams and some small cakes. And you get to renew your license with a guest speaker and a little spankaroony if you want to honor anyone who has passed in the past 24 hours. Oh, we have an incoming call.
Okay, great. Well,
Let's see if this works. We've never done this before.
I don't know how any of this works.
See-
So
Hello, you're live on the air. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, you're live on the air. This is Stuttering Words. What's up? We aren't really.
what's
What
up?
are we talking about here?
What's up?
You want to talk about electronics?
Yeah, you had asked a question about whether or not electronics are here to stay.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. So, hang on the line. I'll do the intro to this segment here. Electronics have been a staple in America's households across the world for over 50 years. From toasters to electronic card shufflers to boats, electronics seem to be everywhere. But with the advancement of handheld tools and basic cogs and wheels, electronics are no longer in high demand. So we ask you, Hudson Valley Public, are electronics here to stay? Once the wave of the future, Lucas. Jeez, I can't keep these headphones on my head. Once the wave of the future, Lucas Electronics, but are they going the way of the dinosaur? Our lines are open. Give us a call again
someone's
at.
calling.
I know.
Someone's on the
Hold
line
on.
right
I
now.
got to do this whole thing. 518-622-2598.
What does caller think about?
Okay,
the
so
electronics?
caller, now we're ready. What's up? Well, say what's on your mind. Give it at us. What's up?
Well, I don't know if you're serious or not about the question, but
Yeah, I mean, of course we are. I mean, we don't make any of this stuff up. I mean, everything that we're talking about is serious. I mean, even so, I just want to make that clear to everyone. Hang on the line, caller. I got to make something clear. There's nothing that we're saying here that is fake. Everything that we're saying is true. Even later on, I'm going to be mentioning the Queen Elizabeth snake grill,
Yes.
and you're going to be like, "What?
That can't be right.
A grill for snakes?"
But it is.
And you're like, "What are they saying?" But
Yeah,
we don't write this stuff. This is one of our sponsors.
We're just looking around.
Yeah, it's weird to us too. We're like,
things and
We're just observing.
Yeah.
We're just observing.
we think it's weird too, like
reality.
a snake grill. And
I
how
know.
do
what
we
does that
even-
have to do with Queen Elizabeth?
And I thought that would be funny and fun
I guess
for
she
us to
invented
like.
it.
Yeah.
I guess she
She must have
invented the
invented
snake
it.
grill.
Ultimately, it's about human
I
connection.
don't even know what a snake grill would look. I mean, maybe it's like a long grill, like a long thin grill that
Yes.
you could put snakes on.
You're
'Cause that's-
getting closer.
I mean, why? That makes
Yeah, like
sense.
social interaction.
how else are we supposed to do it?
I guess
Wait,
you could,
callers-
you could
callers
you could
talking.
coil up a snake, but
Callers-
then maybe
callers
it's not as
talking.
good. Oh, anyway,
Callers
so
talking.
go ahead, caller.
Callers talking.
I forgot you were on there. Are you on the? Are you still there?
I was just going to say my phone battery's dying.
Oh, you
Is that all you
better
called
get
to
it
say?
in.
That's
You
what
better
you
get it
called
in.
to say.
Human connection.
So, are you saying the
Electronics here to stay?
electronics are not
Or are
here
they-
to stay because their batteries are dying? Is that the point you're trying to make?
Oh boy.
No, I was just saying that because if you want me to answer the question, I have to do it now.
What's the question?
My battery's going to die.
Fine, go ahead. Whatever. What's the answer?
I think they're here to stay.
Yeah, I think they're here to stay too.
I think they're here to stay.
Wrong answer. I just hung up. I just hung up on the caller. Isn't that awesome?
You're
all
in
right.
the power seat.
So let's give another. let's get another caller. Lucas, the lines are open. We seem to have another call coming in.
What's the number again?
It's 518-622-2598. All right, so we have another caller. Caller, you're live on the air. What do you think about electronics? They big or they doo-doo? Hello, caller, you there?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah,
Hey.
go ahead. Come on, you're
Hi.
wasting our time here. Go ahead. What?
I wanted to call about electronics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Go ahead. Come on.
one night
What do you want to say?
Drunk.
What?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you speak up, please?
Hi.
Yeah, we hear you. Come on, you're wasting our time. What do you want to say about electronics?
Call about electronics.
I know you do.
Great. Hi.
You're really frazzling my razzle,
Yeah.
baby.
Gotta be nicer to the callers.
Whatever.
One night
Yes.
I was drunk
Okay, spit it out.
and I was listening to a shortwave radio.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And
Yeah, yeah. I know what it is.
And
I heard you were drunk. Yeah.
Short. How short
I
was
well, I heard I got a station that was foreign, like in a different language,
it? Yeah.
And,
Yeah, I know what foreign means,
I don't
dude.
really know much about language, so I'm not sure if I was drunk.
Obviously,
And but
dude doesn't know his ABCs.
I thought it was really neat that that you could have a radio that could that
yeah.
could get another language.
Okay.
I really don't get it.
And
What's the point, dude?
Sounds profound.
well, then that's really all I wanted to say. But I
That's all you want to say? You gotta.
another language. That
That
you
is-
could have
That's
that
really
could,
stupid, man.
they could get another language. Well, then that's really all I wanted to say. They could get another language.
This is a disaster. This is really embarrassing.
And,
Cut him off.
Yeah.
Well, then that's
If you have anything else to say, say it, because we're about to pull the plug on you, dude. Cut this dude. Cut this dude. Hate that guy.
Jeez.
You hate him?
I hate all the callers.
Strong.
I hate callers.
Strong words.
You call in, and you got a problem with me, folks.
It's like a world of hurt.
You know, but it's that kind of guy specifically, though. You know, guys like that, they really make me want to fill my diaper.
I think
because I'm telling
wanted
you,
to be included. He wanted to be involved.
Yeah, but men nowadays, that's the way they talk. They're like, silence, that's what men nowadays sound like to me. But when I was young, that's not how men talk. Men talk more like, what the heck, or like, hey, what's all that racket?
Every time that phone goes off, I just my blood pressure spikes.
That's how men used to say. They used to say what was on their mind. But
what's blood pressure? I mean,
yeah, no one knows.
No one
knows what it is.
Hello, you're on the air.
Hey, is this the guys that were talking about electronics?
Yeah, the question of the day is electronics. Are they here to stay? So far, the answer has been mixed. So, what are your thoughts on this, buddy?
I've been waiting for someone to ask this question because I got 2 words for you, right?
All right, let me hear it.
Solar storm.
Yeah. Solar storm.
Oh, okay.
Is that supposed to mean anything?
This is like a big deal.
Maybe we should add more words to that because 2 words just isn't enough. Cut this guy off, Solar Storm. What is he trying to sell us, a product? What is he trying to sell us, one of those man-beast neck collars made out of sunshine? Well, I'll tell you, I got a Delta Mile, and I can register and run up and sign you up really quick. Give me a haircut and a care doo-doo, and I'm going to have a 9 p.m. start, and you are not even going to be able to catch me because I don't have anywhere to stay tonight. I live out of a garbage bag. Oh, you understand? I'm a homeless...
I honestly think
tonight, just one night.
Is Caller still here? Do we still have him?
I hung up on him because he doesn't know what it's like to live the hard life like I do. I have.
He had a point though.
Shoes in my duffel bag, and that's about it. Hey, he had a point.
He had a point. He had a point.
He did. He had a point.
He was essentially correct.
Yeah, he had a point.
He was like really.
Yeah.
He's really.
No, he's right. No, I mean he's right. I mean, when it comes down to it, I mean he's
2
right.
words.
He's right.
It just took 2 words.
Yeah, I mean. At the end of the day,
he basically
he
basically was correct.
He was right.
Everything
basically,
he said. He said 2 words, and he just
it.
brought the truth
Solar,
in, and it like went off like
Solar
a bomb.
storm.
Boom.
Yeah, solar storm.
I have no problem
You don't
with
have to write a book about it.
No,
you just have to.
You just have to say those words.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you win any conversation.
Yeah.
I mean,
Solar storm.
it's
It's actually correct for any question.
Come on, enough of that.
Could you get that baby out of here?
Yeah. Get the,
Oh, all right. No, enough of this. Enough of this
Dump the
stuff.
baby.
We got a couple of snack packs in the studio, and that's our live guest for the night. He's a fan of the Evan's here. Let's not waste his time anymore.
fan of what? Snack packs?
Is that microphone? Can you hear it? Is it on?
Oh, it's on.
Yeah.
If anybody's out there and can't hear Evan, call in.
It doesn't
Call
sound
in.
loud in my earplugs or my earmuffs, earphones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But I believe you. So that's a little better.
Evan is Evan from Notice Recordings, and everywhere I go, I say like I live upstate.
And they're
like,
oh,
you know
have
that
you heard
guy
of Notice
Evan.
Recordings?
Yeah. Well, they say like you know that Evan guy that
Evan.
books shows.
Yeah.
And they're like, can you ask him? Like,
So Evan
to
comes
book me
first
out?
before Notice Recordings in
They
reference.
don't, yeah. Oh, totally. Because they want you to book a show for them.
Tell me.
That's all they want.
Tell me about it. I know. They've emailed me too.
They know nothing about what you do.
Yeah.
Other than that, you are an opportunity for them to get in front of.
For some reason, people
some
really
ladies.
want to play upstate. Like they really want to, and they want me to help them do it.
Yeah, it's on the way to, you know.
On the way to hell.
It's a big.
Fricos.
It's a big, scary place. It's just full of land and desire. Like every time I drive by a house, I'm like, I can feel their desires inside their house.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
They also want to play shows.
I mean, we want.
I want those people to play shows.
I want them to play shows.
So,
like don't get me wrong.
We should get them to play shows.
That's how I access most.
I'd rather
people.
hear them play than the person who emails me.
Anytime I meet anyone in upstate New York, I'm like, got to get this person on stage. You got to get this
get him a guitar
guy or gal or on stage. You got to get
singing some songs.
Just I want to hear everyone. That's actually a big feeling I have. Anytime I'm talking to someone.
Oh, it's a big feeling?
Yeah, it's a big feeling. Anytime I'm talking to someone at a farmer's market in a barn shaped like an octagon.
Like a nugget.
I'm like, I wish this person was playing a guitar and singing a song to me right now. That's
about their big feelings.
That's generally how I feel.
Yeah.
So, Evan...
so give him my email address. Yeah.
Let's let Evan talk a little bit. This is kind of like the serious part of the show.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
This is where we make our money, and so I wanted to know: do you have
money is the money maker?
Do you, do you have any shows?
Do I have any shows
coming up from Notice Recordings?
From Notice Recordings,
go.
Yes. Let's see. So on April 21st, there's a show at an amazing venue called the Old Dutch Church, which is like
it's a beautiful spot.
Oldest building in probably not the oldest building. Oldest church, maybe that. Oldest church in Kingston.
That makes sense.
It's pretty old. And it's a beautiful spot, really good acoustics. And this particular show is going to be a little bit more on the electronic side of things, kind of electronic ambient. It's I don't actually how to pronounce the headliners. Y-A-I. How do you think you pronounce that?
Y-A-I. Yai?
Yai.
Don't ask him.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yai?
I'm too late.
Don't ask Fricos over
here.
So
that's local John Thayer and his comrade David Lackner, and that's a really cool self-described project. It's kind of like ambient jazz, very organic, very textural stuff, like edging on new age a little bit. Anyway, so they're the headliners, and then this really awesome kind of ambient glitch producer from Philly named LXV is playing, and I've been following his stuff for a while. Really stoked about him playing Kingston. I don't think he's played Kingston before. And then much loved Zach Layton is playing with his 17 string bass.
We love Zach.
We love Zach. He just informed me he's going to have two people that are going to be joining him to form a trio. Phyllis Chen, using the beautiful Yamaha grand piano in the church.
That's going to sound good in the church.
With Hamir Atwal, I believe his last name. I just heard these names today. So Hamir Atwal is on percussion, so that's their trio. And then Matt Sargent, really awesome composer, computer music person from Bard, is going to be playing with Danny Dobkin, who also does kind of computer music synthesizer stuff.
And that's also on the same bill at the church?
Whole same bill.
All right, what's the date on that?
That's April 21st. 4 acts. So a trio, 2 duos, and solo. And then one more show.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
We got a whole hour.
June 9th is Joe McPhee. I think most people probably know Joe McPhee, kind of living legend of saxophone. He's around here, plays a lot of shows. An incredible player. He has a duo with James Ilgenfritz on upright bass, who runs the great label Infrequent Seams. And then another duo that I'm really excited about is Sean Meehan, who's been doing stuff for 22, 23 years.
Good old Sean.
You know Sean, Luke? Yeah. Really interesting performer, works with resonance of the space, really interesting, kind of working with acoustic phenomena. And I've seen him play a couple times, and it was just solo snare drum, but played in a very, very compelling way. He's an absolute sweetheart, really cool guy, and he's going to be playing a duo with Zoots Houston. And interestingly, Zoots has told me that he's been emailing Sean since he was in high school because he loves Sean's work so much, but they have never met.
Oh, wow.
So they'll be playing a duo. So Joe McPhee, James Ilgenfritz duo, Sean Meehan, Zoots Houston duo, and then the third duo is David Menestre, and I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name. He also upright bassist, playing with Catherine Sikora on saxophone, which Catherine's amazing. David's amazing. I'm releasing an album with Andrew Weathers and Christina Carter of Cheryl and Bides with David soon. So getting to know David more. Those are the two shows I have kind of locked in right now. I have a bunch of other stuff kind of in the works, but those are the two. So that one's June 9th. Location TBA, but it will definitely happen. Yeah, so.
Excellent. So April 21st, June 9th.
Yep, and the best way...
Mark your calendars.
Mark your calendar, save the date. Best way is Instagram, Notice Recordings. Also Facebook, Notice Recordings. I do have a newsletter. If someone wants to send me their email address, I can put them on that.
Love e-blasts. I love e-blasts.
E-blasts. You know what's great about an email blast is that you send it, you cannot edit it. You can post something on Instagram and go back and edit it, but you cannot edit that email.
No, you have to send the second one and be like, sorry,
I
forgot to capitalize Joe McPhee.
Like, how
and then everyone's like, oh my God.
Go back in there and edit that.
One day you'll be able to edit emails, and that'll be the end of it, I think.
I wish you could delete emails. One of these days.
You can delete emails.
Yeah. This must be a new thing.
I wish you could delete Google.
Delete Google. Yeah, delete Google.
You mentioned Notice Recordings, and I also wanted to, especially because Lucas is here with all these tapes.
Yeah, it's a lot of tapes.
When Lucas and I first started messing around, I mean, not in that way. I meant making so much music.
Yeah.
Lucas was like this. The tape was still kind of like an obsolete thing. Yeah. And there was like only a couple guys out there in the noise world that were doing tape manipulation like Lucas does.
I don't know about a couple. I think there's a lot.
No, it was Lucas and Fred Armiston. That was it.
There's a rich tradition.
A fertile community.
I have no
idea.
Fred Armiston.
Yeah, and now look around. It powers the modern world.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's whole tape labels.
Yeah, Fred is really taken off for the Fred Armiston thing, yeah.
I mean, there's all these tape labels. What I'm saying is...
I mean, when the coup happened, and he...
Yeah, right.
He completely took over.
I don't know.
What is your question?
I just want to know if tapes are good.
Oh, tapes are... Yeah.
Jeez,
I mean, I started...
I
started the label in 2009, which was kind of like a second wave resurgence of interest in tapes. And we started because we wanted to release... I say we, Travis and me. We had a noise duo... And we wanted to release that noise duo on label, so we sent it to Brad Rose from Digitalis Industries, and he was like, "Oh, dudes, just start your own label. Like, you should just
start your own label right now."
Yeah, start your own label right now. So we were recording over religious sermon tapes, these C90s that I got at the thrift store, and Travis and I would just be in my apartment in Chicago, like all night long, just recording over tapes, like recording all this crazy shit, crazy crap to tapes. And that's why we started the label, was because of that. And went on from there.
Yeah, so that question wasn't so bad. Got an answer.
There was there are really a lot of like sermon tapes out there.
Yes, and they're quite long.
Out of particular species of tapes, they are out there. Yeah. They're one of the things that are out there.
Yeah, and they're long. Yes.
So. I was also wondering, a lot of these names of the people you book, maybe a lot of people don't know who they are. So, I mean, my burning question is... A
lot of people do, though. That's the
thing. But I mean, would you ever consider booking something like Sheryl Crow or Death in June or the Black Crows or
what
Current 93 or the Counting Crows or
93?
Boyd Rice.
Did you say Current 93?
I mean,
I'm not a fan of Current 93, but I think if they
Counting Crows or
approached
any crow-related
current Crows, I think Counting Crows went downhill after recovering the satellites.
So you wouldn't book them, but you might book other things.
I might book like Sheryl Crow.
Like, would you book crow bands? I believe is the question.
Yeah, and like any crow-related band, anyone off the Crow soundtrack. That's a great one.
It's a great one.
That would be Meat Puppets or the Meatheads.
Who did the Crow sound? Was that Trent Reznor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was. I think so. It was Michael Myers.
Michael
Oh,
Myers.
Mike Myers, the protagonist of that horror movie I like.
Yeah.
I got to admit, I'm not great at this whole interview thing. I'm learning because this is only our second show. So
I know you keep asking really bad questions.
Yeah, they've been difficult, challenging.
Oh,
well,
that's what I meant.
let's do.
That's
I'll
what I
do.
meant.
I'll like a,
Challenging question.
okay. I'll do a
questions.
challenge. So how about this, Evan? If I died tomorrow, would you be sad? Would you, or what would you post? What would your post say?
Like posthumous.
That's a bad question. I don't want to know.
I don't want. I don't feel
just,
comfortable answering that.
How about this one? If we
died,
say Lucas and I, we rushed you right now, and we grabbed your phone.
Yeah,
we took your phone. Lucas
Yeah.
held you while I looked at your phone. Would I find any incriminating photos on your phone, like if you speeding or pulling your hair, or
photos of me speeding?
No. Oh, okay, well, that's too personal. How about
What do you
games?
think I photograph myself as I'm speeding?
People do
I
that.
heard of speed photos. Yeah, but so forget that's too
It's
personal.
Too personal. Yeah.
What
Personal,
games might I find on your phone? Like if I looked at your phone, I looked at your games right now. Would you have Fandango? Would you have Star Fights? If we were to hold you down and take your phone
No
away
games.
from you,
I don't play games.
you don't have any games that go in your mind or any. So, I mean,
No,
'cause
I don't have any games
'cause
on my phone.
I don't look. I don't want to make this about me, but I have my phone is huge. I mean, you're seeing this phone here. That
It's like
isn't
a
even
TV.
my
It's
phone.
like a TV.
That's not even my real phone. Now, I couldn't.
Yeah.
My phone is so big I couldn't even get in the car to get up here because
Right.
my phone is huge because it's so full of games. I have badminton, I have swimming, I have
Minton.
Country Swinger, I have Custard Frenzy, I have a new game by the Custard Trilogy, Custard
Custard
Times,
Twins.
Custard Life Frequency, and Custard
Yeah.
Game Breaking Life Fecal Frenzy, which is one of
Fecal
the sort of
Twins.
a part of the Custard Empire.
Yeah.
And then by the makers of Swimming Frenzy, the Custard Fish and Frenzy Friends by
you have-
Kineko.
Do you have any of the ones where
I
the guy's
probably
like
do.
running down with like
probably-
and he like shooting the bottles, the
Jousting.
glass bottles?
Yeah, jousting.
And there's like zombies inside the glass bottles. They break.
Yeah, super
And they're
just-
rolling towards him.
Yeah, super fast running. Yeah, I
Yeah,
have super fast
yeah,
running.
yeah.
So I'm going to play a few of these games while we're going to some music because I got to pee. Are you going to
don't-
stick around and like jam a little bit in a little bit? You got?
We'll see.
Did you bring some tools? We got. We got maracas.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, yeah.
So, Lucas, do we have any weenie related songs? How about we jam some weenie songs?
You want me to? Okay. All right.
It's time for hold on a second. You're listening to a 17-second weenie hour on Southern World.
I know a weenie man, he owns a weenie stand. He sells most everything from hot dogs to buns, 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 buns. Someday I'll join his life, I'll be his weenie wife. Hot dog, I love that weenie man. I know a weenie man, he owns a weenie stand. He sells most everything from hot dogs to buns, 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 buns. Someday I'll join his life, I'll be his weenie wife. Hot dog, I love that weenie man. I know a weenie man, he owns a weenie stand. He sells most everything from hot dogs to buns, 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 buns. Someday I'll join his life, I'll be his weenie wife. Hot dog, I love that weenie man.
Wow, that's one of our hit songs, our favorite songs here on Stuttering Words. That is The Weenie Man by Temple the Dog. All right, so where are we? What's going on next? Oh, we have the local events calendar that is brought to you by Queen Elizabeth Snake Grills. If you got a hankering for a serpent and you want to grill it up, cook it. That's okay. Snake Grill by Queen Elizabeth. For your pleasure is your own desire. And also by Gargantuan Farm Pillows. These are actual real products. That's what makes me go crazy. Whenever I hear that song, I go crazy. Gargantuan Farm Pillows also, if you haven't heard, Lucas, being turned into a movie. Gargantuan Farm Pillows, the movie, based on the book.
I'm pretty
based
sure
on the product.
It's
based on the book.
It's going to wind up being a trilogy.
I know. That's the way. They're going to ruin it. They're going to ruin it.
They're going to ruin it.
Okay, so now on to the local events calendar. Tomorrow night at the Mountain House welcomes you to the annual Mountain House Band, where you'll have Mountain House all night long with the Mountain House Band. So come on down to the Mountain House. That's tomorrow night at the Mountain House. If you're into jazz wizardry, that jazz whiz Bobby Previtt will be sitting in a papasan showing his muscles to papasans. That is jazz wizard Bobby Previtt will be sitting in a papasan showing his muscles to passersby. And that is at 7:30 at the 8 o'clock club. All proceeds go to the Make-A-Wish Disaster Recovery Footage Foundation. And this weekend at the Catskill Film Circle, Dan from Cheers will be visiting to give you a workshop on how to delete tornadoes from footage of tornadoes where there were or where there is a tornado in the footage. You could just look for the tornado and delete it, and people will see the video without the tornado, but will see the damage done by the tornado, and they'll be like, what is that all about? And then they'll look at it and see, like, I don't even see a tornado. That's because the tornado has been removed thanks to this workshop by Dan from Cheers, who will be showing you how to delete tornadoes from footage of tornadoes where there was a tornado was a tornado. You can remove that footage of the tornado so that when you're looking at the video and you go back to the video, you'll see all this damage, but you won't see what caused the damage. And that will really freak people out. And it's time for me to take off my glasses. And that's what we are going for tonight at the Traditional Candy Store, where you can, at Neon Inn or wherever the juices, you can end or on end, and that is every June for the 4th of July, because I have had one ham dinner per day since March 25th. And every night I also watch the movie Loki to see if there's anything different in each viewing. And let me tell you something, I have watched that movie since March 25th every night, and every night it's the same. Loki goes on a trip, he goes home, he comes home, he's got the power. He's got the power.
And what are you looking for again?
See if there's anything different.
Different about it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're gonna keep looking?
It's really, I gotta say, some movies I'm really impressed that they can do it the same every time. Yeah. You know, yeah. I've seen Ghostbusters maybe 70 times, and every time I play it, it's the same every time. It's like
exactly the same.
These guys are good. You know?
Good. Yeah, that's good.
Robert Zemeckis.
It never lets you down.
Steve Aykroyd. It's so good.
You like, you don't want to discover new things.
No, I mean it would be cool. It would be cool if they do, but
Yeah.
it's just impressive the way actors can do that.
I mean,
same
things,
every night.
Things aren't
Part
really.
and parcel.
They're really
Boom.
not that new.
No.
They're really not.
Woo. That was some growling.
That was nice.
Yeah, thanks. All right, so celebrity gossip is up next. So, Lucas, do we have any music for celebrity gossip? Do we have like celebrity gossip? We got so that's a celebrity gossip exclusive. We could do this one.
Saturday Awards exclusive.
Right now.
All right, it is time for the Celebrity Gossip Minute. Brought to you by Clocks. Simply watch the clock and that's time. So, to begin with, well, this isn't celebrity gossip, but some big celebrity news today. O.J. Simpson, dead at the age of 76. That was happened today.
You see, we do say true things.
Yes. So he is dead, proving yet again that everyone gets sentenced to death at some point, no matter who you are, innocent, guilty, nice. If you've been the nicest, greatest, most generous person, at the end of the day, the devil will take your soul and feed on it for eternity, which, mind you, is a mind-blowingly long time, if you ask me.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So, kudos to OJ. Also in celebrity news,
For getting there.
we have Eminem is in the news again. Can't keep that guy out of the news.
I don't know who that is.
Not for
Eminem,
too long.
every day.
The rapper.
So Eminem seems like he has purchased. Some witnesses say that Eminem was seen purchasing some baklava at the Cumbies yesterday.
Cumbies?
Yes, he
Woodstock?
went in. He purchased his baklava with his Google Pay and left. And according to sources, seemed to be really enjoying it as he drove off. I haven't had any reliable.
WGXC. Acra.
Yeah, I haven't had any reliable follow-ups on that story. Can't confirm if he survived or not. More big wigs in the celebrity gossip. Chris Christopherson. He apparently, according to witnesses, his neighbor actually saw him rip a towel in half on his balcony. Yeah, terrible.
That's right, yeah.
Neighbors say he walked onto his balcony, totally shirtless, ripped a towel right in half, and we'll be talking to that neighbor later on live in the studio, talking about what he witnessed, the color of the towel, everything. So there's specifically these towel details about this, because this is breaking, folks. Chris, again, if you're just tuning in, Chris Christopherson has ripped a towel in half on his balcony, nonetheless. Chris Christopherson, of course, was a member of the great. He was a honky. He was in the Whippleton Boys.
He's a hunk.
He was a real honky, and he had great hits.
He was in Blade.
Do you have any country?
Blade
do you have
Runner?
any country songs for his that he hit? So that's this is Whippleton Boys. Yeah, this is Skullduggery or Runaway Cat Food. Yeah, that was a good one. And this is one of his Chris Christopherson songs. Enjoy.
Keeps pining back beneath my Louisiana moon. A caballero can always find someone to pet a senorita. A sweet coquita,
Watch my dog.
her other love
And you can tell me to.
forget.
And
If
I'll
he's
take my dog for a
and she's not
walk.
distant,
And I'll watch the baby in the capital region. Just 'cause I have a job at temp agency. He can choke me. My wife is on fire. Wife is on fire. My wife is on fire in the Adirondacks. My wife was on fire in the Adirondacks in the great white north. My wife is on fire in the great white north. My wife is on fire in the great white north. My wife is on fire in the great white north. My wife is on fire in the great white north. Put her out, put her out, put her out now. Put her out, put her out, put her out now. Put her out, 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 put her out now. It's getting muddy, getting muddy, it's getting muddy, and the man bees down. Getting muddy, and it's getting muddy, baby, and it's getting muddy, and the ow. Getting bitty, and it's getting bitty, mow. Getting bitty, and the mow. He beating down, and bang, and my wife is on fire on the Rock Mountains. Yeah. Woo. We'll be back after these messages.
Hey, where do you live now, Flo?
I live in Idaho.
And what do you eat now, Flo?
Eat? I eat Jell-O.
Jell-O in those 6 delicious flavors. Strawberry, raspberry, cherry, orange, lemon, and lime.
Jell-O, 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 Jell-O. J-E-L-L-O.
Be sure to listen next week when our guest will be Bing Crosby. Until next Thursday, good night and good luck from the makers of Maxwell House, America's #1 preferred brand of coffee.
All right, and we are back, and as promised, we have on the line, on the phone with us, the neighbor of Chris Christopherson, who was live witnessing the now infamous towel ripping that Chris did. So we're going to ask him, sir, or ma'am, do you want to say anything more about? Can you tell us a little bit about what happened there with Chris on his balcony with a towel?
Yeah. So yeah, I was on my balcony. I had a bagel. And then I went there on the balcony. I was just like a normal Tuesday, and I was playing with a puzzle, and went to call my wife, and forgot that I had recently laid her to rest, so I wasn't going to go anywhere with anything, so I just decided to see what's out in the outer space and look up in the sky, you know. So I took out my megaphone and took out some shirts, and I went outside and started to pray. I looked to my left, and there's Chris, you know. Towel in hand. At first I thought the towel was a kite. Gotta say, I thought it was a kite. Chris Christopherson loves his kites. He loves his Matchbox cars and kites, all those kind of things that guys like. The girls love even more. And then I just saw him kind of rip up that, what was it again, kite?
Towel.
Alright, it's time for me to go to sleep at the zoo. I live at the zoo. Bye.
Wow, thank you. That was Chris Christopherson's roommate, who we wish him well. We wish him the best. Lucas, your roots are growing in.
Yeah, it's been happening for a while.
So we are now we have a special feature. Dr. Blaster Al Ackerman, rest in peace. He is actually here in the studio, and he's going to tell us a little story. And this story is called The Crab.
Your friends called you the Crab. I wish you'd fill us in on how this nickname came about, if it isn't too embarrassing, writes a listener from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. This is undoubtedly a widespread longing, but in order to fill you in on how I came to be called the Crab, I have to first fill you in on how one summer I was taking a 2-week vacation from my regular hospital job, and I got the idea that it might make an interesting experiment to go around town putting in bogus job applications, a routine that consisted of me scanning the help wanted columns until I found a dismal sounding job about which I knew absolutely nothing, and then going right in and applying for it under an assumed name, which seemed preferable to using my own because it gave me a chance to see if anybody remembered Harry Emerson Fosdick or Frederick Ingalls. Though as it turned out, they didn't even remember Charles Starkweather, and nobody ever knew me for an imposter. I also made it a big point at each office I visited, and this was one of the prime factors in my experiment, to personally exhibit different types of weird, shabby, and inappropriate behavior. I started out by answering an ad for price change clerk for wholesale plumbing supply, must know 10-key calculator. This seemed made to order for my first venture into the realm of bogus job hunting because I was completely in the dark as to what a price change clerk might be, and I knew no more about the 10-key calculator than does Emily Fusselman's rabbit. A rather humorless woman who looked a little like Mrs. Tucker does on the lard cans and was the wife of the plumbing store owner interviewed me. Grudgingly, she handed me a pencil and a few flimsy yellow forms to fill out and pointed me to a chair in the corner, and then proceeded to give me the double O with a dismay that was clear and unalloyed. Mostly because the blue seersucker suit I was wearing on that sweltering day hadn't been cleaned or pressed since Christmas, and I'd gone 3 days without a shave or bath, especially for the occasion. I'd also been careful to drink half a pint of fine Four Roses whiskey before entering the establishment, and I reeked. I could feel her eyeing my filthy collar and stubbly jowls and wrinkling her nose at the essence of Four Roses that came rolling off me at every breath as from a pungent old cork. I spent a long, long time like that, hunched over the simple yellow forms, fumbling with my pencil, wheezing and sweating and mopping my face, giving every indication that if I managed to keep from passing out cold on the floor, it would be a real victory. Pretty soon the plumbing lady came over and asked me if I was all right. "You don't look so good, Mr. Voltaire," she said. "I can't think of how you spell Travis County," I said. "Oh," she said, "well, maybe you should come back another time when you're feeling better." I breathed on her some more and said, "It's just that these ulcers I get on my leg make it hard to concentrate, and I think that must be what's hanging me up now because I started getting a big one last night, and it's been draining on me all morning." She looked at my legs and stepped back. On this note, the interview pretty well concluded, and I managed to control myself until I got out of the building. The name I gave to this particular routine was the Secret Drinker, and the reactions it elicited interested me such to an extent that I spent the next few days experimenting and trying out different variations on it. For example, at the offices of Church's Chicken, where I applied for the position of manager trainee under the name of Fulton J. Sheen, an honest but inveterate beer drinker, I had to get up twice to ask the secretary for more paper because it was taking such a lot of space to list all of Fulton J.'s arrests and hospitalizations. But I hung in there, and the secretary's expression when she finally got a load of this strange and terrible human document was my reward. A day or so later, at the Northside Blueprint firm with an immediate opening for civil draftsman, minimum 5 years experience, I showed up with an enormous purple wine stain down my front that was still wet, and having knocked into a couple of chairs on my way up to the receptionist's desk, was quickly told that the civil drafting position had just been filled. You could have knocked me down with a hammer. "Well," I said, throwing my eyes wildly around the office, "then do you need a civil draftsman?" I didn't get that job either. Another company downtown wanted salesmen for manufactured house goods, and by using the name Felix Frankfurter along with a fixed smile and fairly clean clothes, I actually made it past the receptionist and had a short interview with the company sales manager, a Mr. Dix. He was a rather spiritless-looking but not unsympathetic character, and things didn't go too badly at first. But there was no way to hide the deep thirst that raged inside me or inside Felix, and before long I fell off the subject of manufactured house goods and into a fervid, rambling disquisition on my fondness for all sorts of hot, mulled rum drinks. Mr. Dix, unable to ignore these conspicuous warning signs, sat through about 5 minutes of this and then eased me out of his office. "Honey," I told him at the door, "remember to sweeten the rum drink with 6 tablespoons of honey." He promised he would. Hard by, in most of the personnel offices in this country, there seems to be at least a tenuous rule in effect prohibiting the staff from attempting to hurt the prospective applicants by physical means. But there is no law against low psychology, and many humiliating tricks are employed successfully to make the job hunter feel like a little gob of spit. So it was a heady sensation indeed for me to feel that I was, at least for the moment, turning the tables on this age-old vassalage, and I was coming out of these encounters higher than a kite, already leaping ahead in my mind to the next office and concocting new routines right and left. The shouter, the aggrieved epileptic, active TB, the lonely nose-picker of Avalon, freaky deaky. I had hopes I might try out each and every one of these promising routines before my 2-week vacation was up, but this was not to be. And as it worked out, I only got to spring the shouter on them. This was at a downtown savings and loan where the assistant manager, who resembled Ken of Ken and Barbie fame and wore lavender-tinted aviators and white suede loafers with little gold links on them, called me into his office after an interminable wait and interviewed me for the position of retail banking specialist. I was wearing my best suit and had spruced myself up considerably for this one. Under the name of Benedict Dutch Spinoza, I answered his questions in a nebulous way, making sure that with every sentence I uttered my voice crept up the scale and became louder. Toward the end I was frankly shouting. This alarming and cracked brain increase in volume was accomplished in such gradual stages that I don't think he was ever precisely aware of what was going on or even where we'd left the tracks. I might have kept it up indefinitely until my voice failed or I burst a blood vessel, but the mystified, fidgety, discomfited look on his face was too much for me, and I lost it. Laughing hysterically like a hyena, I had to jump up and run out of there fast. That was when it happened. Outside on the street, my own gales of hilarity distracted me so that I stepped right in the path of an oncoming truck and got clipped. I wound up with a mild concussion and 2 broken arms. Editor's note: the awful, implacable gods of mercantile are not lightly mocked. And so with a cast on each arm, bent at the elbows, and crooked out in front of me awkwardly like wave for the next couple of months, it was inevitable that my friends should take to calling me the Crab.
Hello, poetry lovers. Next one's been a big favorite. It's one we do at the bookstore when we get there.
Stuttering.
Words.
Stuttering words. Stuttering.
Stuttering. To justify the manner in which we exploit them. Justify the manner in which we exploit them. If only to justify the manner in which we exploit them. If only to justify the manner in which we exploit them. If only to justify the manner in which we exploit them. If only to justify the manner in which we exploit them. If only to justify the manner in which we exploit them. There is a temptation to attribute some special quality to our own species that sharply differentiates us from other animals. If only to justify the manner in which we exploit them. Complex or non-existent which could not possibly have been
right now. We are at that time of the show where you can all win some prizes. I love prizes. It's time for Trivia Trauma, the game where we ask you a trivia question and you call in, and instead of answering, you tell us about an extremely traumatic event that happened to you or one of your loved ones. I think that's how the show goes, right? So today, the trivia question is, drumroll please, the man, name a man or guy or country or even an animal, or a food, or a city, or a saint, or even a plant, a medicine, a building, a board game, a cookie, a type of ladder, a roller rink, or a prayer, a microbe, or a pathology of power, or a famous 18th century optician, or a butterfly, or Hillary Clinton. And if you are right, if you call in and you are right, then you get 4 tickets to tomorrow's hospital, Neighborly and the Man Beast Canoe Outfitters. And what here is a basket. It looks like a basket of demon hair. Well, it's a... Today's show is brought to you by Baskets of Demon Hair, Solar Storms, electronics, obsolete in my opinion, and Scions, the car Scion. So time is almost up, and we do have, okay, so we have one caller who sent us a letter. This is a letter from Greg Marinaccio, who lives at Gremlin Hills, Alabama. And Greg says, "Hi, Suttering Boys, Lucas and Rick. I have a fear that when I'm driving around and it's raining and I'm feeling really lonely and sad, that when I get home, my wife won't be there anymore. And instead of my wife, this guy Carl has moved in. Carl is a guy who runs the garage, the auto mechanic down the street from me, and it's not technically officially an auto shop. He's retired, so he just kind of does it for friends, gives inspections and stuff. He also is he's kind of just in the hobby of making leotards now, and it's going to be him, and then I'm going to be having to instead of living my life with my wife, it's just me and Carl. And Greg, what I'm seeing, thank you by the way for your letter, I'm seeing a bright future for you. what you're fearing is basically what we call in the industry a man versus beast scenario. Yes, there are solar storms. Yes, there are scions.
You got us there.
Yes, if you watch Three Amigos 100 times, you're gonna be seeing the same movie. It's just Three Amigos. Ebert gave it a thumbs up, Siskel a down. But I don't want to get sidetracked. I think what you need is a meme generator in a cantina somewhere in Schuylerville, and I want you to settle down and become a pet lover for you and your people and your friends. And I'm seeing strawberries in your future. So good luck. All right, your phone lines are now open, and now they are closed because we are no longer taking phone calls. But thank you for calling in to Stuttering Words, WGXC. We're going to have a little bit of story time for the last few minutes. But first, we have for you, straight from the Jell-O factory, we have a little commercial. And after the commercial, you are going to hear the sounds of something. We'll be back after these messages.
Hey there. This is Tony Pep. And I'm just doing a commercial here. I'm doing a commercial for McGillicuddy's stump removal company. They're very good. And I hired them the other day. I had this stump I had to remove in my front lawn. And they came over, you know, this is the way they do it, right? So they get this, they drill like a 7-inch diameter hole in the middle of the stump, right? And then they stick like an explosive in the middle, like a bomb. And then you get the heck out of there, you know? And then boom, the whole thing goes up. You ain't got no more stump. You ain't got no more roots. It's just like a hole. But this is what they do, all right? These guys are good. Then they fill that hole up with the concrete. They level it all out. It's got this like level pad, right? You can do anything with it. You could, if you got grandkids, you could make a little playpen for the grandkids on it. Or for me, what I like to do is I like to put my lawn chair on it. Just have some drinks and watch the ladies go by on the bicycles or the rollerblades. They give me the finger, but I don't care. You know, I love life. You know, this is kind of who I am. Well, you can just go to a department store. Like, I love going to a department store and I don't have anything to say about it, you know? All right, so stump removal. If you got any stumps, you got to remove, go to McGillicuddy's. All right, see you later, folks.
Applying to concepts with enjoyment and little understood properties. Chomsky finds additional support for this great leap forward in technological progress. Increases exponentially rather than literally, and it is all too easy to see discontinuities in an upwardly accelerating curve. Modern observers might be tempted, for example, to see the emergence of the digital computer as the great leap forward of modern times. There's perhaps also a temptation to attribute some special quality of modern times. Might be tempted, for example, to see the emergence of the digital computer, upwardly accelerating curve. Modern observers might be tempted, for example, to see the emergence of the digital computer, upwardly accelerating curve. Modern observers might be tempted, for example, to see the emergence of the digital computer, upwardly accelerating curve. Modern observers might be tempted, for example, to see the emergence of the digital computer, upwardly accelerating curve. Modern observers might be tempted, for example, to see the emergence of the digital computer, upwardly accelerating curve. Modern observers. There's perhaps also a temptation to it as the great leap forward of modern times that sharply differentiates us. To attribute some special quality to our own species that sharply differentiates us from other animals. Us that sharply differentiates us from other animals. 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 That sharply differentiates us from
Well,
other
it seems like we've reached the end of another set of Suttering Words, and we've had a lot of fun. I don't know about you, Lucas, but I'm impressed with the resiliency of the studio here. I mean, it is soaked.
It's soaked.
We drenched this place.
All the
with
water
tons of
fell out
water.
of it. It's
And
just-
yeah, and it's still, you could still hear us. That's,
I mean, who knew?
Saying something.
Who knew that this was a waterproof studio?
really shows you the resilience of the entire world, as far as I'm concerned.
And local communities.
So I guess electronics are here to stay. You can't even fry them with a ton of water. So I guess I was wrong. You know, I think that we do shows like this, that everyone should do a show like this, where everyone should just come out over to Wave Farm with us and hang out in the Hudson Valley and get a slot with us just to yank down the pants of meaning live on the air and just go nuts. Just let the chaos flow through you, like a sense of freedom. Just say, you ain't going to stop me now, Chewbacca. I got to say, I feel a little cleansed. Did you get it all out, Lucas? How did you feel?
I got it halfway out, but honestly, that's what I'm looking for.
And will we? That's right.
Something stuck.
That's all right.
Right in the middle.
We'll get the rest out next month, because next month we are back. Slaughtering Words at Stuttering Words. Every second Thursday of the month here at WGXC Wave Farm Radio 90.7 on your FM dial. So good night from us, and just remember to tell your weirdos that you love them and keep those words suttering. Now, sayonara with a song about scions.
I'm looking at the room with my alien eyes. Looking at the room with my alien eyes on. Sitting in my cave, smoking radium sulfide. Catch a purple snake by the Vermilion platform. Send the silver bullet to the Martian conjunction. That's what we are. We are conservative. Scion. In your eyes, it's all in your scions. Scion, scion, scion. The car manufacturer passion, the car manufactured to control your desires.